What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. This is the first video of the new year. This January has been pretty hectic. I was planning on going all out and doing some great stuff, and then I got sick, my wife got sick, my kids got sick, work got in the way. It was very, very eventful. So I apologize. Hope you guys aren't upset that you've missed my high quality videos, but this will be the first one of the year. I have taken the opportunity to start cleaning out some of my stuff, start organizing. I have a bunch of bins in the garage, the black and yellow bins.
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Yeah, and they are full of everything. Controllers, systems, cords. They're all in baggies that are labeled, but man, you got to dig through everything when you're trying to match stuff up. And I finally decided, you know what? I have too many controllers and too many cords for the amount of systems I have. It's a pain in the butt, so I need a better system. And I figured it out. So Walmart has these containers, right? Hold on, I'll get one real quick. Oh, these are, I think, 15 quart, 14 liters, just plastic containers, right? They're about $4.50. Got locking tabs, and as you can see, this is my 3DO system. It's got the system, it's got the controllers and the cables. There's a little bubble pop on the bottom to keep it safe. But it's like the perfect solution for a majority of my stuff. This thing can fit the big boys like the Xbox One and all that good stuff. And they stack, and they're great. And it's very, very convenient for organizing. So I bought a handful of those, and I'm putting a system at a time in there. But I realized these systems probably need to be cleaned and tested correctly. A lot of systems I own, I maybe turned them on once 3 or 4 years ago when I bought them, or 15 years ago when I bought them, and I've never turned them on since. So what I want to do is, as I clean and organize, I want to take these systems, I want to clean them out thoroughly, test everything, and give them some new life, and then put them in the boxes and hide them away from society, because that's what I do. Having said that, I have a collection of original Nintendos. In fact, right here, I have, let's see, this one may be my original Nintendo from 1989. That's right, I didn't get an original one in 85. I actually had my sister's Nintendo she bought in 1985, and I used that until I could finally wheel and deal my own. I got a second one that says no video output. I marked that at some point, and it's very, very yellow. So this is going to be a video on its own of the retrobrighting. I've never actually done retrobrighting. I'm excited to. And then last but not least, another one that says bend pins back and clean. So those two, I essentially check things out, but man, that's probably 4 or 5 years old. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through all of these, and we're going to clean them out, take them all apart, clean them out, give them some new life, test them, and then I will keep one of them, and I'll go through my stuff, find controllers and cables, and I'll probably sell them off. But I figured, why not record it? Why not make videos of all the systems I have as I'm cleaning them and organizing them? We can play games on them. Who knows? It could be fun. It could not be fun. It probably won't be fun for me because I'm going to be huffing a lot of IPA. Actually, that's kind of fun. So, hope you guys enjoy this little trip. But down memory lane, down maintenance lane. If you guys aren't really into spring cleaning, this might be boring. Either way, it could be great. I could crash and burn. So, have fun, you guys. Enjoy the videos. See you in a bit. All right. So here we go. This is by far, out of all the kits I've picked up, this is like a cheap, but like $3 screwdriver kit from Tractor Supply in one of their bins. And it's pretty amazing what it comes with. This was well worth the money. I don't know if you guys go to Tractor Supply a lot, or if they're even around you, but they have a lot of clearance and discount bins, and there is tons of cool stuff in there. So this is not, in fact, a commercial for them. Just wanted to point that out. First and foremost, we're going to check to make sure there's nothing in there. Clean as a whistle, Homer. Flip it over. Let's find out if this thing can reach. I may have to, barely. I have to redo this video with a competent screwdriver set. So we're going to go with a Phillips. too small. Yeah, too small. This looks like a... I can't read that. PH something or other. Yeah. Great start. Oh. There we go. Oh, these things have not been opened. I don't know if this thing's ever been opened, truth be told. There's some sticky icky in there. Woo-wee. Okay. That ain't gonna work now, is it? Yes, it will. Oh. You can hear all those crusty screws popping. Groaning for having to be used the first time in probably decades. It's not tearing up my bit. That's good. Come on now. There we go. Now, normally I tell you to go easy on this stuff, but like me, this thing is an 80s baby, and it can handle a little aggressiveness. Do what you gotta do. Oh, there you go. Yeah, forget warranty stickers. Screws. That's how you tell if someone's been in your system. All right, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over here. Of course, we had to be the odd man out. That's the one that won't fit. Dang. There you go. There you go. All right, take the extension bit off. It fits just fine. Okay. So, those sit. Take the top off. Top looks really clean. Some dust, but doesn't look like anything was spilled on it or in it. Woohoo! Those screws look nasty though. Those are some. Let's see that. Come on now. Those are pretty bad. It's cool. I don't want to focus anyway. So, 6 gold screws. Put them right here. Okay. Then we got our housing. And this thing's pretty dusty. In fact, it looks like there's a little nastiness. You see that? That's not good. Let's take it apart. Oh, man. Come on. Oh, gosh. These things are stuck. Yeah, this thing has never been opened. Which is good and bad. Bad because it's a pain in the butt to get everything working. Good because you know you're not fixing other people's mistakes. This one, you know what? I'll be right back. I need to get... This tip is just too shy. These screws worked great, but my biggest Phillips is just shy. I'll be right back. Shall we continue? Man, it may just be this screw. This thing is fighting me like a drunk monkey. Ooh. Sorry, monkey. You lost this round. And I lost the screw. All right, cool. Who's the monkey now? Got 2 back here. Got that one. Yeah. And then you got this one right here. Gonna have to clean that one up something fierce. All right. Shields off, clean inside, dusty on the outside. So, I see you, Mr. Screw. For the shield, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Okay. Now, we're going to take off this bad boy. Get that out of the way. Okay. Now there are 4 of these gold screws holding this on. And they go, you can see one right there, they go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then maybe, okay, hold on, let me get these out real quick. There's 2 silver screws right back here on either side of the back. Oh, those came out like a champ. They are significantly longer than the gold ones, as you can see. So, there you go. So 4 gold, 2 silver. This thing should be able to lift up. Oh, no, sorry. There you go. Another one. Whew. This is not my first time taking apart a Nintendo, but it's been a long time. And so I'm remembering where everything's at. Get those 2 right there. Okay. There you go. Okay. Got a couple dust bunnies. This bottom shielding. Oh. Let's take these off. Hold on. Bottom shielding. This is the on off right here. Right next to one of your, these are right here and right here are your controller hookups. Okay, these are on off. Okay. Just gently pull those out. You don't want to pull hard at all because you will damage them and it'll be no one's fault but your own. Okay. Oh. I used to know how to take these off. They are so sticky from whatever goop is in there. They don't want to come out. Okay. There you go. I'm just using my nails to get the sides. Okay. That's 1. Ooh. These things are stuck in there. There we go. Okay. Open. There you go. All right. We're free. Okay. So, I'm going to pop that bad boy off. And this thing just holds on to the back right here. Stuck. There we go. Okay. That's your tray, your loading tray. It just pops right off. We're going to set that aside. And then this is where everything happens. So, I'm going to pop that off. Okay. This is your board. There you go. If you feel like desoldering this board and checking all that stuff, hop to it. More power to you. If you want to do it, go for it. I myself am not going to do it. It looks good. This capacitor is great. There's one in there that usually pops, but I'm not worried. We're going to clean it off and we're going to test it out. And if it tests out fine, I know the capacitors are good. But that's a lot of work to do if your capacitors don't actually need it. Oh man, something really got spilled in here and it's disgusting. Okay, hold on real quick. Let me get some of these dust bunnies out. Okay. All right, at this point, we are going to bring in the mat. Don't go anywhere. Okay, let's get some IPA. Okay, IPA 99%. Good old free toothbrush. We're going to start on this really nasty one right here. Just look how gross that is. Yeah, it's coming off, but man, it's thick. Thick and juicy. I've got a toothbrush with a tougher head. Don't worry about that. That was just something that moved. It shouldn't have moved, but it did anyway. Let's try that again. Okay. Oh yeah. Stain Killer 3000 right here. Woo. Now this isn't corrosion. This is just some nasty, probably soda or fruit juice. Just sat in. Okay, so I saved you from the monotony of watching me try to clean a stain. And it's maybe hard to pick up, but man, it was tough, but I got it. So I used, this is a soft toothbrush, this is a hard toothbrush. And in the end, I scrubbed the living daylights out of it and ended up using a baby wipe to get the last little bit. It came off, but man, that stuff was on there. It was aggressive. We got both sides. We also cleaned out the board. We got the spider bits off. So I'm happy about that. We're going to clean these real quick. Here's the thing about this connector, right? So the bottom part that connects to the board stays in there. Never moves, never does anything. It's part of it. So it really does not get that clean, or doesn't get that dirty. You're not putting games in and out of it. So all you really have to do is just give it a once over with some IPA and you're good. That's generally all you gotta do. Now the top connector, the one that you put the dirty games in, that's exposed to the environment the most, that's the one that gets gnarly. So that's the one you really got to take care of. Okay. Make sure this stuff gets cleaned off. Okay. Do it once over with alcohol and then let it evaporate. All right. So that's about the extent of the cleaning we need to do to this board. All these individual parts, that's without any known issues, that's about the extent that I like to do. If there's a known issue, we go into the unknown and we figure it out. But if the part has dust, it's probably exposed to the environment, so give it a wipe down. All right, this tray's been wiped down. I'm happy with that. Okay. The top of this right here, the one where the actual cartridge sits in it, inspect all your pins. These pins look okay. There's one that's a little higher, but these pins look good. If there's a pretty good gap in them, you need to bend the pins up. And you need to take something like these tweezers, and you just go in there, and you literally pop the pins up one at a time and work your way down. These look okay. So I'm just going to give them a quick little cleaning. And we'll go from there. Get all the dust in there. Okay, that's good. I like that. All right, now, time to reassemble this bad boy. Okay. So, you're going to put your bottom one in. Make sure those screws holes match up. Slide that one in. There you go. Make sure this thing clips on. Okay. And that's good for right now. We'll set this aside. We got to clean all this stuff. Take these two screws off. Come on now. Everything is so sticky. All right, I gotta wiggle this stuff and get whatever that goop is to loosen up a bit. And then we can get this thing apart. But man, it is just so sticky. Okay, there you go. That's off. And okay, those are off. Woohoo! Okay. Now, if you notice, there's different lengths to these two cords. All right. The longer cord goes on this side. All right. Which is player 2. So the longer cord goes into player 2. Let's set those aside. Start cleaning all this nastiness. Man, what happened? Look at that. I'm just gonna go straight to the. Oh, there's that IPA. Starting to freaking smell colors right now. Okay. While we're here, we're gonna get around this little rim. Give it the old rim job. Oh, so nice. All right, perfect. Oh, I didn't forget about you. Okay, we're gonna clean that one up. Okay. Get the power buttons. All right. See if we can repeat the same magic with the baby wipe. Yeah. It's weird. Once you break it up with the IPA and the toothbrush, it still won't come off. But when you use the, oh man, when you use the soft baby wipe, it comes right up. Cool. That looks good. I gotta do this monstrosity. Oh man, there are so many little nasties in here. This one's gonna be a pain in the butt. Just do the. I'm gonna take the baby wipe first and foremost. Try to wipe as much of this goop as I can out. So it clearly came in from the controller ports. Like somebody had it standing up and just dropped something down there. Get in there. Ooh, load it. All right, some of these angles I cannot get to, and I'm not going to worry about it. Let's clean this thing up. This stuff is definitely not corrosive. I don't know what it is. So, if there's a little left in the corners, I don't care. I just want this thing to work and to look presentable, and that's presentable. Let's wipe all this down. Let's get that right there. Okay. All right. Wipe all this down. Wipe that down. Okay. We got a little more left on the side. Gotta get this bad boy. This one surprisingly is clean. You think the proximity of the stain, this would be, oh, bad, but it's not. Which makes me wonder what the heck the stain is now they got in there. That's insanity. Okay. Use the soft toothbrush. Gently go over the pins in the casing. Outside. Okay. This is primarily just to get any dust off and help with the pin contact. All right. Beat the pins. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay. That's all in place. That's sturdy. I like it. Ah! Got it. Got it. Those two are in. Happy are we? All right. Start putting this thing back together. Ooh. Down this tray. There's no corrosion. A little bit of that stain, but nothing bad. Okay. We're in. We're in, baby. Let's get all this stuff hooked up. So your blue dude. You see there's a gap. Blue dude goes right here. Okay. And then the long one goes right here. I believe so. And then the shorty McShorty goes right here. Okay. You all need to stay in place. All right, so those are all connected. Make sure none of the wires are covering the post, so you inadvertently screw into them. You don't want to do that. All right, so we have two screws right here. Use the tweezers to get that one so it doesn't fall back. Okay, and the best way to screw into plastic is to set it on the hole, go backwards until you feel the threads drop in, and then start tightening it. That way you don't ever potentially cross thread it, which I'll tell you right now, if you ever cross thread it, just send it home. Hopefully you'll never have to take it out again. Cross threading is free Loctite in my opinion, so use it if you got it. Plastic's not a big deal. I deal with a lot of metal, a lot of cast iron and stainless steel, and cross thread that stuff, and you gotta explain to your boss why your job just got infinitely more expensive, and how come you gotta send in an RFM for all the steel parts that you thought you already bought? And then you gotta try to find the newest guy so you can blame it on him and say, well, you know, these guys you hire, not as good as you thought. All right. This is probably monotonous and boring, but let's just make sure we get it done right. What they say, measure 3 times, cut twice, right? My motto. It helps if you have petite fingers. I don't. I got fat Sasquatch fingers. Man, are they a pain in the butt sometimes. See, this one does not want to rethread. Try the silver one. I might need to realign it. Nope, silver one went in just fine. So in this case, what I'll do, when you get a screw, when you know it's in the right spot, but man, and there's no plastic shaving, so I know I'm not destroying it. So let's just put it in a different screw hole. There you go. See, it went a lot easily, even though technically they're all the same screw and screw hole. Oh. Some have sat there so long that they want to be with their friends. So we got the second silver one. Okay. We're going to do this last. Hopefully this one's the right one. Send it either way. Yeah, it's going fine. Might have been some goop in the threads. Okay. 2, 4, 6. That's all. All right. What do we got here? Come on now. Something's stuck in the front. This thing is a little bowed out. That ain't good. I think there might be a wire stuck there. All right. You see that bow? Give me a minute to figure that out. For some reason, it's not wanting to sit right. Everything else sits right. But that one doesn't. So I'm going to take these screws out real quick and readjust that and see where it gets us. All right, let's sit to the side. Let's clean off this metal shielding. Ooh, not good. Hope you didn't come out of that machine. Some random bug. Soften it up. Some IPA. Do a handy dandy baby wipe. All right, that combo's working. It's not perfect, but that'll do, pig. That'll do. Wipe this thing down. Okay. Okay. stagger, make sure there's no stress on one particular side of the board. All right. Doing the last little bit. Putting the screws in. And we'll fire this up. See how she looks. Thinking the other two were going to do their own videos because they all have issues and reasons to record them. The other one has no output, no video output. I think that'd be interesting to diagnose that. And the third one just says bend pin backs and clean. So we'll bend those pins back and we'll clean it. I can show you how to bend pins back on a 72 pin connector. So this screw wants to give me a hard time. There you go. Sometimes the shielding is a little offset and that'll pinch the screw. So you may think something's wrong with the screw, but you just got to kind of push and kind of negotiate the metal. And it'll fit. It's shielding's thin enough that it can fit right. It's thin enough that it can fit in one of the spirals of the screws and actually put pressure on the shaft, giggity, and cause a couple problems. Come on now. Okay, got two left. Got the one over here and the one right here. Come on now. Okay. One more screw. There you go. He likes me now. All right. Together. Thing opens and shuts just fine. What I will do though, oh, you know what? That's what it was. That's what it was. See how dirty these are? See how these look relatively clean and those are just dark? Something, figured it out. You guys probably figured it before I did. Someone spilt some fluid right here and it all seeped down. Yeah, look at that. That's all nasty. Get those cleaned up. Yep, that's what it was. Found the entry point, sir. Ooh, those are gross. They did not, in fact, hold his beer when he was doing the challenge, even though he told them, hold my beer. So that's the problem right there. I think that should be said, even though it shouldn't be said, it needs to be said. Don't hold liquid over the top of any video game console. Alright. I'm going to go down and just clean these ribs out. Just to make it look a bit nicer. Not going to do anything, not going to improve performance, but why the heck not? Wipe this bad boy down. Alright, let's get the screws on. Ooh, split splatter. This is that one. One. Okay. Put them in there. I don't want to give myself a chance to lose any of these. Okay. Okay. Go backwards so you hear the click. Forward. There it is. Whew. Took a while to hear. Try that one again. Oh no, that was the bad one. That's right. That was the skinny one. Huh, it worked. This is the one that's wants to be difficult. That's right. That one, in fact, was tight. Yep, that's a good tight. Last one. Oh, no, wrong set. Don't cross-contaminate my set. Okay, party people. Seems been cleaned up. I'm gonna get this area cleaned up, and then we're gonna hook this up, fire it up, see how it looks. See you in a second. All right, so we've got Mega Man 2 and 1941 in the system. Let's see how well I cleaned it. Okay. Ooh, what do we want? Let's go with energy level. There you go. All right, this looks fantastic. So as you can see, just some simple cleaning. Well, it wasn't too simple. We had to get that gunk off. But simple cleaning breathes some new life into your NES. And it's not going to breathe life into your skill. I'm probably going to be terrible at this game. But, oh, see, stupid. Risky for the biscuit. Yeah. That's the problem with testing the games. Even for cleaning the system video, I just want to play. Alright. Now, I'm going to give you guys a free tip. Next one I charge, but this one's free. When you're testing your system and something isn't right, the game isn't playing, or it's a funky color or something like that, before you sit there and think, oh man, I didn't do it right, I screwed up, clean your game. Maybe your game hasn't been cleaned in a long time. So, give your game a good clean first, and then assume you screwed up. Alright, anyway. This works fine. Looks great. Worth it. Let's try Mega Man 2. Okay. Normal. You die the quickest. Look at that. That looks great. Very good. I'm happy. So I'll probably take this one and bundle it with controllers and all the power cords, and I will keep it. Yep. Anyway, I will keep it as my own because I'm pretty sure this is one I bought a long time ago. And then I will clean up the other two and probably probably sell those. Sell them, or I'll say get them, but I'm gonna sell them. Yeah. Anyway, this looks great. Yep, dying just like, oh, I didn't die. So yeah, I'm happy. There you go, folks. Maybe 30 minutes of cleaning, and it looks great. Well, there you go. Got all those systems cleaned up. Gonna get them organized and get rid of the ones I don't need, i.e. all the excess ones I have. I need them all, I just can't keep them all. I think next round we're gonna do that said 3DO that I showed in the beginning, and maybe I'm gonna jump into this Commodore 64 that I have for a while, and I haven't really done anything with it. I've got aftermarket power supply, so maybe we'll jump into that too. But I've got so many to choose from, I'm not worried about running out. What do you guys think? Did you enjoy it? Is there anything I can do better? Are there any products I can do better? Any techniques? Or is that just, is that good enough? Let me know. I'd love to know. Go ahead and leave a comment. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Share if you want. If you don't, it's all good. I still enjoy making them, and I will. As always, guys, take some time this week to play a video game. I'm not going to say take some time this week to clean a system, because no one wants to do that. Play a video game on a clean system. Doesn't have to be Nintendo, but why not? Be good to each other, be good to those around you, and keep on gaming.